Hello, my name is Henry Hartzler. My Graduate with Honors project is a React Native app that utilizes a MongoDB backend connected via Node and Express. And it is modeled after the popular climbing app Kaya, used to search for climbs and locations across the country, keep track of your to-do climbs, log your sends, order by date, and also add locations and climbs as needed. So first of all, I can either click into the locations, as so, or I can search for each climb. Click into here, and I can see some information about it. Now, I really want to do Burley, so I'll add it to my to-do list, and I have a helpful indicator to show me that it is on my to-do list. Now, if I actually decide to take it off, I can choose to do that as well, but for now, let's leave it on. Now, I went out in the Cottonwood Canyon today, and I actually sent Burley, climbed it successfully. So, yep, today, I'll give it 4 stars, and I said, whole day out. I can submit that. And what I really wanted to show was that it gets sent, but it's removed from my to-do list because it no longer needs to be on my to-do list. I already climbed it, which is a very helpful feature that I wish I saw reflected more in climbing apps. I can also see that I have Little Cottonwood Canyon and Joe's, but I don't see that there's Red Rocks. So let's confirm, because Red Rocks is a wonderful climbing location. So red, nope, nothing with red. So let's just add it. So it's not a climb, it's a location. Name Red Rocks in Nevada. And I'll put it in here. Red Rocks, the state abbreviation would be Nevada. I've added it here, let's check. And Red Rocks appears. Now I can see that I made this location. It doesn't have any climbs yet, so let's add a climb. My favorite one out there is actually called Super Scream. And it's a V8. It's super crimpy, tiny holds, hard to hold on to. It's my favorite, so I'm going to give it 5 stars. And now any other user of the app can now access SuperScream, and they can show that, hey, if they want to do it or they sent it, let's say I actually sent it last week, back in December, I can say I sent it then as well. So when I'm looking at my sends, one of my hardest things to do in this app was actually making sure that when I was trying to delete something, let's say I put something in by accident, it would actually delete this specific instance of this send and not just the first one on the top. Now I had to use that. I used Axios actually, the library, for my HTTP requests, but I had to make sure that when I was going to my router, I was passing along the correct parameters, so it was looking for the MongoDB ID and using this find one and delete method for Mongoose to actually find it, delete it, send that correct ID back, and then here in my builders for my extra reducer, because I actually found that the way I was using extra reducers was about to be depreciated, so I had to look up the Redux documentation and find out how to use this builder function. Had to add a case in, so it returned the array without that string in it. So as you can see, if I want to delete, well, these are both the Burley from that date, so let's delete this superscreen. And now I can see that, yep, that was the one that actually got deleted. Some things I would like to do to improve my project. As you can see, it's saying that it took a little bit of time to do that request, so I'd like to try to figure out how to make it faster. I'd also like to add form validation so that when a user is typing in, they can only do a 2-letter state abbreviation. Right now, I don't have form validation, so they could just type whatever they wanted in there. And I'd like to be able to make it so that users would log in, be authenticated, and then their individual to-dos and their sends would be tracked based on the user that was actually logged in themselves. Thank you so much for viewing my project. I'm very proud of the work I've done, and I cannot wait to contribute more in the future. Thank you.